Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibbitz. It's Mary, and I'm here with tonight's edition of Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Love During Lockup, Word on the Street. Mandy has an announcement for all of us, and I'm going to do this in my best Mandy voice. I'm disease free, y'all. And Blain, please stay the heck out of my DMs. Let's hop right into it. So, first of all, are Kerok and Britney filming? I think they are, whether it's for Life After Lockup or Crime Stories, but I think they're definitely filming. Let me show you why.
Brittany and Kerok marking GoPros BCD.
Tell me what you guys think. I think they're filming, whether it's for Prison Stories or Life After Lockup. I'm kind of sort of leaning towards Prison Stories because of what Kerok put here, Story of My Life, but it could be for both. Who knows? But one thing I do know, I'm loving this new hair color on Brittany. Charlie and her parents. I think Charlie deserved like her own, forget her own segment, like her own show. I mean, please, like we didn't get to see anything about Charlie. Uh, I'm like so pissed, but I'm so glad that her parents are posting pictures and she is adorable and hanging out with her parents on Valentine's Day before their Valentine's Day event. And I wish I could have really gone to it, but being in New York, it's kind of far. Florida, my husband wouldn't allow me to drag him there. But hey, I'm sure it was lots of fun. And Cam and Eris look fantastic. The baby's adorable. One great looking family. Mills shows his undying appreciation for Juju. So first, he wishes her a happy Valentine's Day to the love of his life, his best friend, an incredible mother. Every moment is a treasure. And he, shows his appreciation on how good she is with his children. And this is all great. Okay. Louis Pizza. Now check this out. I would love to have a slice of this damn pizza. This pizza looks fucking delicious. Louis is motivating everybody on TikTok and Instagram and everywhere else, finishing up Friday, okay? And if you haven't already, please check out my chat with Melissa and Louis, okay? I had so much fun. I'm interviewing these guys. So if you haven't checked it out already, please do. Is Red having bestie issues? Okay. I went on Facebook today and saw this post from Red. You know it's tragic when she's faking a pregnancy test. Okay, him and Joy haven't been together in months, so we know he's definitely not talking about Joy. So, and his other bestie, Julie, just gave birth to her baby. So she wasn't faking a pregnancy test. So was he having issues with a current bestie or something? I don't know. Red has lots of issues, it seems. And Joy is just celebrating Sway's birthday. He turned 4. She did a whole Super Mario party at one of those, kid bouncy places. And it looked like a lot of fun for Sway. So happy birthday, Sway. Now, you may blink and miss it, so try not to blink during this next segment, okay? Who was in the car with Quaylon today? Okay, Quaylon went live for about a minute or so. Okay, he was playing some music in the car, so I'm gonna have to mute this segment, okay, without the sound because I don't want to get a copyright strike. But he flashes briefly, and you could see somebody sitting in the car next to him. So my question is, who was sitting in the car with you, Q? Don't blink because you'll miss it, okay? Now let me mute the sound. Okay. Don't blink because you might miss it. Right there. So who was in the car, Q? Asking for a friend. And then that's basically it for Q. So I just found it interesting. He was driving around. He flashed to the passenger side, and there was somebody sitting in the car. Couldn't tell who the hell it was, but yeah. Okay. If you haven't checked out my exclusive special interview with Aaron, who is Quayon's alleged ex-prison lover, okay, please do, because the tea is piping hot in this one, okay? So please check that out if you haven't already. Now, Lindsay went live and she talked about a bunch of things. Miley, Blain, her school program that she's in. But I found this particular segment of her live interesting. She was talking about her addiction and Scott and how she fell in love with the idea of Scott. Okay, so check this out.
Much calmer and easier when I'm not in a relationship because I can just totally focus on Miley. What was my addiction? My addiction was meth, speeds, basically. So it started with cocaine, and within like 4 months, I was introduced to meth because it costs less and it lasts longer. And from there, everything spiraled very, very quickly. And I dropped out of college. I quit working I was working 2 jobs. I quit working both the jobs, but then I started selling drugs, and it was very lucrative. I was pretty good at it, and so just within a short amount of time, I ended up moving us to Tupelo, Mississippi. I bought a quarter.
And you have to love her transparency. Okay, she lays it all out there.
$250,000 house. I put Molly in this private Christian school. I hired a daytime nanny. I hired a nighttime nanny. I bought this car. I bought that car. I was just spending massive amount of money. Like, I was blowing a lot of money, but I was also blowing it. And then, you know, everybody's going to jail and you're bonding people out, and you have lawyers, and I have 2 different lawyers and retainers, one for the people and one for me. And it was just like, I had a really good year with my income right before I got locked up, but I spent over a third of my income from 2015 just on one lawyer, and I still did 4.5 years.
Insane to me, by the way. Insane. Nice.
Because the feds, like, you can't buy your way out of charges like you can with state. What about Red? He thinks you're cute. Red has his own stuff going on. I don't think.
That's what I'm saying. No, 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 Lindsay, not Red.
If I wasn't in addiction at the time, would I have stayed with Scott? No. Me and Scott clashed really, really badly. I think that I could handle Scott over like 15-minute phone calls. And I really fell in love with what Scott was doing for me, because he was making it to where I was able to live comfortably and continue to support my child, because I ran out of money at the end of my 2nd year of prison. Yeah, 2nd year. And actually, I ran out of money. I actually sold my house while I was in prison, and then I got through almost.
This is unbelievable to me. Listen to this.
Another 7 or 8 months on that. And Scott kind of came in my life right as I was running out of money.
And she ran out of
because
money.
Mom had almost all of my money, and I was trying to provide for Miley and help her with what I was, what she was doing, because my mom's on a fixed income and Miley's dad wasn't helping at all. And so I was doing what I could. But yeah, I fell in love with what Scott was doing for me, and I fell in love with the promises he made. I fell in love with what I felt like our life was going to be when we got out. He had all these, like, he had painted this beautiful picture of our life together, and then I got out and it was like the stark reality.
So she fell in love with the idea of Scott. And as we all know, that blew up in her face, and wants her back in jail for a year and a half, 18 months. So, Lindsay, in my opinion, you need to stay single for a while, okay? And just concentrate on you, your schooling, and Miley. Now, moving on to another subject. Blain, please stay out of my DMs. I really don't care. And all I have to say to you is pineapple. Okay, dude? Now, for you guys who are wondering what I'm babbling about, yesterday, or no, I'm sorry, Valentine's Day night, Blain posted these pictures to his story, and I didn't view them until yesterday morning. So I only viewed the first three of Blain's stories, okay, before I probably got distracted with something else. I have no idea, don't remember, but I looked at this. I said, ooh, that plate of food looks good. A dinner for two, $120. Okay. I realized that he's in Memphis. I said, oh, interesting. I always wanted to visit Memphis. I really have to get down there. That's on my bucket list. And then I received a DM from Blain. And I'm like, why is he DMing me? Because word on the street, I hear Blain's a little upset with me that I leaked his messages with Kayla a couple of weeks ago. So I was really surprised to kind of see this DM from Blain. And I was like, So guess what? Blain wanted me to see this story. Okay. The one where he's with Lindsay playing pool. Okay. And Blain, I don't care. And all I have to say to you is please stay out of my DMs and pineapple. Okay? Moving on. Grand announcement for y'all. I'm disease free. And of course, she had to post it to her story. What in the actual fuck is this, guys? Okay? I think the only one that needs to know that you're disease free is Maurice, to be honest. Okay. Why the fuck does she feel the need to post this to her story? And you know, guys, if I had to see it, you guys have to see it too. Okay. Especially that she is negative for bacterial vaginosis. Okay. Something I did not need to know, but hey, now I know. Heather's due date passes. Okay, she was due yesterday, the 15th. So now, like she says, she's 40 weeks and 1 day pregnant. Check this out. I'm like on the edge of my seat. I'm so worried about this baby.
I genuinely don't know what to do, you guys. I just don't. So I spoke with my primary yesterday, and just because I'm 40 weeks today, he wants to order an ultrasound to measure amniotic fluid, make sure that I don't have a slow leak, that baby's still good, and that we could just continue to naturally, allow him to come out when he feels like coming out. It's very difficult to manage this pregnancy without one OB-GYN, and there have been a lot of different, doctors who have been involved. I call St. Joseph to find out if they received the order, and it's just awful. I mean, it's like being passed from person to person to person to person who is literally enlisted to do nothing but play games. The electronic medical records are not new, ma'am. All you have to do to see if a patient's order has been received is search their name. That's it. If you can even pull up the fax queue and see what's still coming in that has not been classified yet. Why do these people keep playing with me? What am I supposed to do? Okay, so I just made a little invention. I'm not going to try to sell it because there's just, JJ Cole has one, a bunch of other baby brands have one. These buntings that you attach to the car seat and baby kind of slides in. It's similar to that in what I invented. It's this blanket here, and what I'm doing is I'm incorporating the use of receiving blankets so that
Hospital receiving blankets.
this blanket can be the outer shell, and the receiving blankets can be disconnected through either a button or a ribbon and thrown into the washer. For anyone who doesn't know, receiving blankets are made mostly from flannel or flannel-like material. It's not really breathable, and it holds in heat. Also, it's really thin, so it's easy to transport to the laundromat if you don't have a washer and dryer in your house. Again, I'm not going to be selling them, but just for us, I finished the blanket, you guys. I just have to get the receiving blankets and work out the button system.
So that is what Heather is up to. 40 weeks and 1 day pregnant. And I'm just so fearful and worried about the baby. So Heather posts this again today to her stories. She's exhausted from running around, trying to get tests done, and it's just same day with Heather in the tent. Now here's some miscellaneous updates. We have Brittany celebrating Valentine's Day with a good-looking drink. We have a birthday. Happy birthday, Keith. Your wife loves her husband so much. Happy birthday to Keith. Diva, after lunch mood. I'm loving her eyebrows. I need to get mine waxed. Mine are like horrible. She's like eyebrow shaming me in that picture. We have Nate with his daughter looking fantastic at the father-daughter dance. And Lacey and Antoine. I wonder what could be significant about the 3 roses. Curtis. I don't know, Curtis. Every time it's like I see you post these stories and it's like, dude, please just get your shit together. So before I close out this edition of Word on the Street, I just wanted to remind all of my dear subscribers, you are totally allowed to jump to conclusions this year. It's a leap year, you know. Thank you so much for watching me. Please subscribe if you don't already. Hit that like button, share my video with a friend or 10, and please consider joining my membership for $6 a month. I think I will provide really good content. And yeah, you guys see what I offer for free. Imagine what I'll do on my membership. Thank you so much, guys, for watching me. See you next time. Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.